Let's go.
What's going on, y'all? I want to welcome y'all to the Friday Show. It's your host, The Good Guy. We're going to go around and introduce everybody, starting with you.
Free spirit.
Lisa. What's love? For the second
You gonna let her introduce
I'm
herself?
Deanna.
And tonight's topic is what's love and what's not love. Now turn it up. So
It's up.
that's it.
You put it on your phone.
I'm gonna put it to the speaker.
They
No,
can,
I'm putting it to the
they
speaker.
can hear it.
Y'all hear it? Cause dang,
I can't stand you sometimes.
that ain't love. That
And
ain't
it is
love.
not.
That ain't love right there. But we basically just asking y'all questions. What y'all think? What is love and what's not love? Love to me is when you pay this light bill.
Oh my God.
For real, because nowadays people think because you buy a pair of shoes or something like that. No, that ain't love. Help me pay this bill. Help me pay something that's possibly I could be sitting in here in the cold. And right about now, this is not the season to be starting arguments. So you better find it in your heart to love
And I
everything.
said it.
It's
If
also
your
not
name
your
is
reason to be
Emily.
starting relationships, apparently.
See, yes it is. I'm just saying, if your name on the lease, I'm gonna be as nice as I can to you right about now, and I'm gonna show you all the love I got. Why? Because I can't afford to get kicked out. Not at this, and not in this cold season.
No.
Can not get. I love you, boo.
That is not love.
That is love. I'm loving myself enough to stay secure, to stay safe, stay on the inside.
Stay warm.
And just to let y'all know, we got the Skittles again, so you know this bag gonna be gone by the end of the night. Messing around with the cameraman.
I don't know why you keep bringing one little bag anyway.
This is king size.
You
Share size. This is share size.
She's sharing a little bit of love.
You
not a
feel me?
whole
That's
lot.
love right there when I bring a bag of
We
candy
need
for
the
y'all,
whole-
but don't nobody else shit. So y'all depend
need the
and y'all
whole
wait on
bag.
me.
All right.
I got us next time. I'll get the big bag. Enough for everybody. I got it.
Okay.
That's love.
That's love. Then you say that's love.
That's love.
You better say love.
It's not
That's love.
This is not love.
That is love.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Cause Anita, how long you had this candy in your pocket? Cause it feel like it's stuck to the bag.
Don't do that, Shakira. Because it's not.
She's willing to share what little bit she has. That is love. She is willing to share the 3 pieces in there between the
It's
five
not
of
3
us.
pieces. It's like 8 to 9 or 10 pieces.
But why she held on to it until after you brought your bag?
That's true.
You feel me?
That's
Like she was,
greedy love.
she was gonna be selfish and keep it to herself. But because we got to saying that this was a loving situation, she felt like okay,
Ain't
well,
that something? See how people do?
I'm showing y'all love.
See how people do you need her. They appreciate
Tease
nothing.
the love out of her.
Hey, my leg.
Right, yo, let's see.
Somebody said that small bag would get your ass kicked in the cold.
She be on the cold. She be on the
And
cold.
your name can be on the lease, and you still out.
Cause I know her name was on the lease, and my name wasn't. And she brought this bag candy.
Girl, bye. It's time to go.
I be like, get out.
My big tail ain't having it. No.
This ain't even.
But I would have appreciated it, though.
This ain't even curing the appetite.
I cannot.
This is what you eat when you stuck in the car. You ain't got nothing else in the car or anything
That's
like
not
that.
love. You talking about her like that with that little bag of Skittles. That's not love.
That's
It's the thought
unconditional
that
love.
counts.
No, it's love.
That's true.
It's the thought that counts.
The thought is small.
It was
Real small.
Give me my
That's right, baby. Let's talk all that junk. Take them back.
It's just a long bag.
You know
Take
what?
them back.
I'm taking this back.
That's not love, y'all. That's not love. That Indian giving. That ain't love.
That's a good top. That's a good fact.
Yep, that
If
ain't
you
love.
do something for somebody, if you really did it out the kindness of your heart,
Right.
when a situation goes wrong or bad, you should not be bringing it back. Because if you love me like you say you did and you care like you say you did,
Me either.
you shouldn't be bringing it up. You did it cause I didn't ask you to do it.
So what's love, y'all? Tell us what love is. Who wants to start?
Take it away, boo.
Kick it over you.
Love is giving
Talk a little louder.
unconditional support, no matter what. Kind of being there for one another, providing for emotional needs, sometimes financial needs, but it's a give and take. It's both ways there. You know, being a providing, and I don't know. It's hard to put in words, but there's no conditions to it. It shouldn't be all one-sided. It's definitely a two-way street. It doesn't hurt, definitely shouldn't be have to be earned. Love shouldn't have to be earned.
All right. What's love to you, Shakira?
Love for me is, I want that conditional love, that to where it's boundaries in this relationship, to where we both do for each other. No matter if I'm sick, no matter if I'm rich, no matter if I'm poor, you still love me enough to do for me. And it's not necessarily doing means materialistic things. Helping me get up in the morning. It's little things. It's the little things that count.
Okay.
Leaving notes. Keeping me sharp on my toes. Reminding me.
Someone said love is being there for someone when they are at their high and low, giving your best support and picking them up when they are down and not kicking them down. It's a whole lot to this 4-letter word. I agree, Lamisha.
It's a whole lot to it. Because love can be painful at times too. Love can hurt.
Hey, y'all let us know what y'all think love is. The people that's watching. Someone said that undeniable feeling that lets you know that lets you that this is not the one, though not this
that
is
this is that
one person that knows we give 100% as a couple. Okay. All right, Lisa, what do you think?
I think love is an action word. You can tell me all day long that you love me, you'll be here for me, and the whole nine. But when it really comes down to the real nitty gritty, showing me that you love me is more than what you can say. Because I don't basically believe everything that comes out of people's mouths sometimes. So love to me is an action word, and those actions should be shown without having to say anything to me. Like, if I don't feel well, my baby comes, she'll see that I'm cold. Come and wrap. See these little, this is not love. You see these too. Like if I'm cold and they know that I don't feel well, baby come and wrap a blanket around me.
Okay.
Baby, you got some soup. Be quiet. This is not your time. She already asked you. Okay. Just showing me that you care. Showing me that you love me. Love is an action word to me.
Okay. What about you, Anita?
You know.
Let's see. What's the question?
You know.
What is love to you?
What
man?
is love?
You know.
What is love?
You don't know what love is?
Let's see. For me, let's see.
Because everybody's love
Love
definition
for
is
her is
different.
buying her bag of Skittles and that's love for her.
Lord for me.
Can
I'm
you
finna
get it
get
together?
biblical on y'all.
Go ahead, we want that.
Come on, Jesus.
Love for me is you willing to lay down your life like Jesus did on the cross. That's love right there. That's real love right there.
Okay.
Real love.
I like that, Nita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you
Sacrifice.
find that, if you find
I don't know,
that, let me
man.
know.
It's hard.
So when you love somebody, Nita, you be willing to lay down like Christ did for you?
That's what it is.
What?
Say what?
Yeah. Don't choke. Don't choke like Christ didn't choke.
We didn't hear that.
What'd you say?
Christ didn't choke on him. He didn't think
So you would?
Yeah, love.
Huh?
That's true love. That's true love.
But you will lay down your life for the person you love.
That's true love. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You would you do
you're
it?
not answering the
Yeah, but you're not
question. You
answering.
saying
That's true love.
but
You're saying
you're
that's
not
love.
saying, will you do it? I just need a yes or a no from you.
I think I could get to that point. Yeah, I could grow to that
I
point.
just need a yes or a no.
I mean, it's something you have to grow into.
Is that somebody that you feel like you have grown into now that you would do it for?
Huh?
Oh,
That's true love.
So you haven't met nobody you feel like right now you currently lay down your life for at this moment?
See.
Somebody say hell nah, she wouldn't.
that's that Gemini.
Did you not see the chain reaction when you asked her that? She fell on me.
It's real. It's real.
I'm saying though.
It's real.
I'm saying spiritually. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know, and they don't know what you saying. So you gotta,
No, it's no. She trying to take the question.
Spiritually, you know what I'm
Would
saying?
you- would
Jesus
you-
died on the cross for us, right?
so would
No,
you
no. We
back
asking
somebody-
you. Would you at this point in your
But see,
life?
y'all got to know she's talking from a spiritual aspect. That's what she's trying to come from.
We
I know what you're saying, though.
we understand that.
And I
We
get that
get
part.
that. We asking her would she
So
do it for
now-
somebody right now in her life,
Yes or no?
and she said she got to grow into it.
She said,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
I want to know when everybody out here want to know.
But
too.
Jesus didn't care who it was. He
Hold
did
on,
it for all of us.
Hold up. For those, I could have sworn we was talking to Anita, not Lisa. We wasn't asking Lisa the question. I could have sworn we was asking Anita, but it real life seems like you were answering the question for her. Can this woman speak for herself? I could have sworn she was grown enough.
Look. Somebody said she not asking you about Jesus. It's all
We know
the
Jesus is love.
it's all the one Jesus. You feel me?
We know he is love.
Y'all funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we made that sacrifice.
Okay.
Let me ask this question
go
one more
ahead,
time
Cole.
to
I'm gonna let you
Anita.
All right.
Well, she don't want to answer the question. She already
already
did.
did.
She did. She don't want to answer no more. It's fine. All right. We already know that
Okay,
Nita.
so since you answering all these questions and you talking real loud and all they hear is you in the video, what is love to you, Keisha? But you don't want to get on the
I
camera.
agree with Lisa. I think love is an action verb. I feel like you should be able, I should be able to tell you love me by the things you do, not the things that you say. I feel like you can say anything. It's easy to say I love you. You know, you go I love you. But if you're not proving that you love me by showing me by your actions, then to me you just talking. And when I say action, I mean you actually doing things without me asking you to do it. You know, you going out the way for me without me even asking you to go out my way. You know, you may say, you know what, Keisha, I'm going to pick you up for dinner just because you want
That's
to.
love. Now that's love.
You know, you may offer to help pay a bill just because you want to.
That's love.
But what if they don't take it?
That's love.
You gotta take it, but the point
But
is,
no,
and
they're
I might not take it, but the point is,
Oh, no,
it's the
I'ma
thought,
take it.
it's the thought behind it.
I don't know about you. I probably will not get in front of me. You want to pay this bill, baby? Thank you, Lord.
That is a blessing now. It is a blessing now.
I've noticed that people get too caught up in their pride that they won't put their pride to the side to ask for something.
For help, yeah.
Even when somebody that loves you, if we in this thing together, and I'm gonna respect you more without me having to say something with you helping me than
Right.
me having to tell you like, hey, can you help me out? Even if I don't take it and you know I need it, it's the fact that it's there.
Right.
But that shouldn't be a form of endearment or to me that's just how a partnership and a relationship works. Like you need it, I got you. I need it, you got me. That's just the way I work. I don't know. I can't speak for
But that's
everybody
also
else.
love
And
because
the
you can be in a
love-
relationship with somebody, and they may have a sense of endearment that has nothing to do with that. Like endearment to me means you can show your love and your affections any kind of different kind of way. But in a relationship doesn't mean you always in love. Because I have seen people in relationships, and to me, I didn't think it was a love relationship.
Right.
They were just together because they were used to being together. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just convinced in a habit. But it wasn't love. I don't think relationship itself defines love. I think hopefully two people in love are in a relationship. But I have seen so many people in relationships that it wasn't true love or wasn't love at all.
Why she playing, bro?
And
She
see,
said,
go
she
ahead.
said, love is the way I feel about you, Lake.
Girl, anyway.
Oh,
I show love with these Nike boots.
I cannot.
How you show love? You take care,
How
you
you
take care
show
of them?
love?
I show love when I put these Nike boots on.
Oh my God. By themselves with some boxes and some.
And a two-step. I show love when I put these Nike boots on and I two-step to the left, 2 steps to the right, 2 to the front, 2 to the back.
Okay, the thing about it is, Shakira's gonna go all over the place because we freestyling tonight. But at the end of the day, I know, baby, I know.
Did you just try to?
I know, I did, I dug, I came for you. What you
I mean,
gonna do?
real life, because a lot of people don't understand. I'm about to get deep with you since you tried to play me. A lot of people speak. It's 5 different love languages, and everybody don't speak all
right.
the same love language.
Right.
So if you're gonna be
Looking on my phone
technical,
screen, just
don't.
so y'all know.
Huh?
She looking on my phone screen. She's sitting pulled up over here.
Oh no, I got the 2 books. I got the books at home. I got the love. I got the 5 languages, the love relationship book, and I got the 5 love languages.
What are the languages?
What the languages are?
Oh, let it roll. Let it roll.
That's what I wanted to do. That's why, yeah.
The 5 love languages.
Now, I don't remember all of them, but
What's
one
that?
of them is people, like how you said, actions. That's a love language.
No, it's not. The 5 love languages: quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah, so like some people want to spend a lot of time with you, right? That's their love language. So they may want to see you all the time, every day. They may want to be with you all the time. Like that's their love language. It's the way they show love. So love language is like quality time, wanting to spend time with you. May want to go on a date with you all the time. May want to be at your house. You know what I'm saying? That's their way of showing that they love you by spending time with you.
Yeah.
Quality time with
Quality
you.
time.
Right? All right. Gifts. Some people like gifts, right? So some people share love by buying you stuff. They feel like they gotta buy you something because that's their way.
She wants you to buy her.
She wants you to buy it, baby.
That ain't really.
I know, boo. I know. We just saying.
But some people want to buy gifts all the time. So yeah, man, that's somebody who always buy you something. Like every time you look around, they got something new for you. Mm-hmm. That's their love language.
I ordered this.
Right. All right. So that's 2, right? Mm-hmm. So then the third one is, let's see, gifts, quality time,
Acts of
Emotional.
service.
acts of service. Yes.
Acts of service.
Like the gifts and the like not asking, not having to ask. If there's something needed, if you see the need, you prepare the need. You give, fulfill that need.
It's not gifts though. It's like
It's like physical,
it's like
emotional. It's like all of that.
it's like if my dishes need to be washed and you come in and you just wash dishes for
Clean
me.
up. But I,
That's what it is. Doing chores together,
Right.
doing things that
take out
need to
the
be
trash.
done.
Yes.
Those kind of things. It's showing action, showing those little tokens of appreciation.
Like when you
the last
immediately
one out
walk
of the
in-
bed, you make the bed. So
Right.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it is
Like-
when you get up, like when you get up in the morning,
when you get right back in.
it's clothes everywhere.
Jesus.
Clothes everywhere. You just start folding clothes.
So, wow, we gotta
You just start folding clothes, putting stuff
You know
up.
it needs to be done.
Yeah,
Just
do
take
it.
without me having to.
Just
That's
do
the
it.
acts of service.
Just do
You know
it.
what?
Just do it.
All right, what's the 4th one?
The 4th one, physical touch. Did we
Oh
talk about that
yeah,
one?
physical touch.
yeah.
So they may be like real touchy, like
They
somebody who
with
real.
their hands.
No, they
No.
could be with you and they always just touching you. They rubbing your body. Like,
Clingy.
that's not clinging.
That's not being
Clingy,
clingy.
That's the difference between touchy
No.
and clinging.
Oh,
That's a different thing.
Anyway,
Different situation.
And I'm gonna cling to the one I love anyway.
Just shut the fuck up.
No, you're not.
Damn, like y'all just because y'all ain't even let me explain this
Okay,
shit.
well explain it, baby. Sorry, good
whatever,
guy.
we know that Shakira's not an expert on the 5
Sorry,
love
good
languages.
Alright, you right, Keisha.
It's the 5th one.
Sorry, good guy.
It's the
I know,
Go
right?
ahead.
Let's see, we did words of affirmation.
Oh yes, words of affirmation. So they always say, "I love you.
You're the
I
bomb.
need you.
Like,
You're beautiful.
awesome.
Hello, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful.
You can do it, girl."
You got this.
Yeah, that's
That's all 5.
what?
So
Somebody
everybody
like
loves different, and
her in the purple.
Who was that?
Somebody like her in the purple. Mariah McCarty.
all right. Go ahead. What'd you say though,
so
Deanna?
people love differently, and people want to be loved differently. And I think it's very important in a relationship that you understand how your partner wants and needs to be loved, because if you don't, that's where breakdown starts to happen. That's where you think you're not being loved, or you feel like you're not being loved and appreciated, when it may just be that your partner doesn't understand how you want to be loved. You know, I may want to be loved with your quality time, and you keep buying me gifts. I don't give a shit about your gifts. I can buy my own stuff. Like, don't buy. I can handle my own. Give me your time. Give me your consistency. Show me. Show up. Come here. Do what I need you to do as a partner, versus buying me everything I say I like. I can buy everything I say I like, and if I can't, I don't need it. So, I mean, that's just how I am personally. But so being able to communicate about how you want to be loved can make your relationships, you know, a little
They're
bit
supposed
more
to know
healthy.
that though.
How? They
I'm
don't.
supposed to tell. I gotta tell them everything.
Why would you not want to tell somebody your love language though? It's your love
Some
language.
people don't know their love language. Some people
How you find
don't.
out?
Some people
It's a-
don't think about that.
She
Some
said-
people just
How do you
think
find
that-
out, Shakira?
How you find out? It's a quiz.
It's a quiz.
It's a free
that you
quiz.
can take.
So I think it's when you're getting to know someone in those earlier stages, that's when you start finding out things about people. The more you hang around them, the more that you associate with them, the more time you spend with them. And see, everybody think intimacy is about having sex. No, it's intimate when we can go out to dinner and we can have a conversation, and the conversation is mutual. We're talking to each other, we're feeling each other, we're vibing each other. And at the end of the day, when you grow with that person, instead of falling for that person, when you grow with that person, you have something to build on. When you're just falling for something, it'll break. Anything that falls can break. But when you're building on it, when you know what I'm saying, when you down with it, it's gonna come full fruition, whether it's love, like, in love, caring a lot, whatever. People have different ways of saying that they love you. Whether you're touching them, talking to them on the phone, waking them up in the morning. Hey, babe, I love you. Hey, sweetheart, how's your day going? Sending little texts during the daytime. What you eat for lunch? Are you okay? Things like that. That's what love is to me. I like those kinds of things.
And somebody,
Compromise.
And it is. Come on
Because
now.
a person that likes all those things, you might fall in love with somebody who don't do those things. But y'all have to meet each other in the middle to where the person is like, all right, I'm not used to texting every day, but I'm
Right.
willing to shoot you a few texts. And the person that is used to that has to understand you're not going to get that all throughout the day. So you have to compromise. Compromise in a relationship is the biggest thing. Compromise and communication. And I mean, communicate about the littlest things. You have to communicate. Because
Like
if
when
you
you-
don't, people will assume and the relationship goes bad.
And like when I know you work all day and you come home at night, we ain't finna be fussing, we ain't finna be arguing, we ain't finna be doing nothing. She just got off from work. The best thing for me to do is have what I need for her to make her feel better, what I need for her to see that, baby, I love you, I know you're tired. Whether you want to do this or do that, I got you tonight. So what's up?
someone said, do y'all believe someone can love someone after weeks or a month of knowing someone?
It just depends on the person. I believe they can.
You believe they can?
Yeah,
Have y'all ever loved somebody in a short period of time?
I have. I do now.
Who you love there?
Neither.
Oh, shit. It's just,
When somebody got a problem with it,
I don't think
and
they
I'm
heard you
just
say it
saying,
again.
they heard me and heard
They
me
really
well.
did?
I don't think they.
They heard me.
Did you hear what she said?
Let
Yeah.
the people speak.
I want you to stop and see. That's love.
I didn't think that.
That's love. Somebody heard me.
That I think people can't fall in love with somebody. It's right there.
I think so too. What would you say?
Well, somebody asked, do you believe in soulmates or twin flames?
Twin.
Yeah, I guess that's. I've never heard it referred to as twin flames, but I do believe in soulmates. In more than one realm, I think you have a partner that is your soulmate, and I also believe in friendship soulmates as well. And sometimes you may think you have found it, but you really haven't. So yeah, there's definitely somebody for everybody, and when you find it, you're gonna know it.
All right, so that's the question now. So we define what love is to us, right? What isn't love? What's not love?
Putting yourself through stuff that you know hurts you, but thinking that, how can I explain it? Yeah, putting yourself through things, putting yourself in a situation with somebody, praying and hoping that it's gonna get better when you know it's really not. That is not love. And if the person loves you enough, they should just let you go. Period, point blank. That's what.
But that's also a reflection of kind of self-love as well.
Speaking.
You know, it's hard. It really is when you go through relationships and you think you've found the one and you think you found your soulmate, and then things kind of go south. It's really hard to let go of that idea that you have found the one, you know, this is the one I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with, and now things have just gone all to shit. Like, you want to give it. You want to give it.
He just gave it to you raw and upfront.
Hey,
Yeah, someone says toxic.
It's
like,
definitely
that's
not love.
exactly
And-
where it goes.
and let's talk about that toxic or love. That's not, because this is what I think people, right? You know, I guess I think people spread that word love so easily, right? But I think that love, for one, isn't toxic. You know,
but I think when you're
but toxic to me, I feel like is when you're thinking that you love someone, right? You really feel like you love someone,
Talk, boo, talk.
but it's like a negative situation. And if it brings you a lot of pain, because remember Shakira said love is pain. I do think that love can be painful, but I don't think it should be pain all the time or pain most of the time, where you're at that point where you starting to doubt your own self and you lose your own self in it. I feel like in a way that can become toxic.
But you know, when you're in that moment, you can't see it clearly.
But y'all not saying that. It was
When you're
People off. You cut her off the first time.
Look, I can't talk a whole paragraph.
when you're the one in the toxic relationship, it's very difficult for you to see what's happening to you. Your friends and everybody around you can see it, but you can't see it. All you can see is you still love this person and you're trying to save it, but you don't realize what you're putting yourself through until you are finally able to step out of it. And you're like, what in the crap have I been doing to myself?
Or
Like,
when you look back on
when you're
it.
looking back on it, you're like, what in the hell have I been doing? Like, this is ridiculous. This is the most stupid thing or the dumbest decision I have ever made. Like, I really lost myself in this. And how toxic is that I allowed myself to be a part of this situation where I was drugged through the dirt and manipulated and lied to and, you know, whatever, but I was too love-struck, love-blind to see it.
Yep.
So sometimes it takes that harsh reality and stepping out of it. I don't think you ever realize that it's toxic in the moment.
Yeah. I
think
think
you
it's
do.
like you said, even to the point where when your friends see it because they're not in it and they try to warn you and you think that they're hating or you think that they're not happy for you, but to piggyback off of what you said, some people do consider that as being love. I mean, being loved when it's really painful because I can't remember what you said, but when girls allow these boys out here to treat them any kind of way, sleep with this and that person, and they still take them back, and the first thing they say is, "Oh well, he loved me. He apologized. Or he say he ain't gonna do it again." That's putting yourself through something, and that's not love, baby.
No.
That ain't love at all. Because if he loved you, he wouldn't have went over there. If he loved you,
He wouldn't suit nobody else neither.
period. If he loved you, he wouldn't even text to entertain the situation.
No. That's definitely an infatuation.
And then on
But one thing, Lisa, I'm saying I shouldn't say this. What I'm saying, but I think that y'all hit something. Y'all said that when a person's in a relationship, they may not know, or they don't believe that it's toxic until they get out the relationship. I kind of disagree with that. I think that sometimes people can know it's toxic, but they be kind of in denial with it. You ever met somebody they know that relationship ain't gonna work out, but they just try to prove everybody wrong. They try to prove everybody wrong.
They worry about everybody else for how they feel.
Right. So they try to stick it out anyway.
But instead of
I have been in this
telling
situation
them,
before, so that's how I know.
Sometimes they don't know.
nothing else. Ain't no need. Ain't no need. Ain't no
Well, and
need.
some of that might be kind of going back to abusive situations where it's some emotional abuse or maybe even physical abuse where people can't break that cycle. They don't have the resources to get out, or they don't think they have the resources to get out, and so they feel like they have to stay, or they don't have the support that they need.
or their mother pushing them, or their family
Or
pushing
there's
them to
some,
stay with,
there's
with the
some
person.
sort of outside influence saying stay, and they don't know that
This is going on.
that they that
But
they don't
then-
know the whole story.
Someone said people definitely know when it's toxic. I'm sorry, Lisa. Somebody said could be because they are scared to be alone, and that's who they love. Someone said people be.
He's about to real life cut you, yo. Be quiet,
She
Q.
is the boss.
Go ahead. I'm
Say
sorry.
what you got
I'm
to say,
sorry.
baby. I mean,
Lord
say it
have mercy.
loud, because I mean, you only got 1 minute, because she gonna cut
She
you.
gonna cut me off.
You and
Say it.
Anita switch, and you come on.
Yeah, you get on the show.
being real quiet.
Let Anita hold the camera, and you can.
Right. Cause
You ain't trying to say nothing.
Chapter produced. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Okay.
You said that 20 minutes ago. Go ahead. Say what
I
you
just feel like piggybacking off of what Deanna just said about the not knowing how to get out. But once that person feels or realizes they have really found someone that they're giving them that love that they never had. They're giving them that love that they never experienced before. So at the end of the day, it's going to be hard if it's not what they expected for it to be. That's where separation issues come in. That's where, second guessing yourself about being who you are, who you really are. You have to be in tune with who you are. You have to love yourself first before you can love anybody, and you build off of friendships. People kill me talking about, oh baby, I love you, baby, I want to be with you after the second day. Okay, it may be possible, but at the end of the day, are you willing to pay the consequences that it's going to take to get to where you are? If you're saying you love that person, you really want to be with them, are you really willing to deal with what they got going on? Because you still don't know what they got to bring to the table. You don't know if they're crazy. You don't know if they don't talk. You don't know if they talk too much. You don't know what they've done or what they've been through.
But if you say you love them, you willing to deal with all that.
But not in 1 or 2 days.
You're right. You shouldn't. But some people put themselves out there to, you say you love me. All right, let's see if you really love me. Mm-hmm. Like somebody said, like Ike and Tina, she loved him so much, but he beat it on her. Mm-hmm. I think in the beginning it started out like that, like she loved him no matter what, him beating on her or whatever. Right. But then she took her power back, and then that's like you said, self-love. She started to get her self-love back, because she started being in there. Numb your harangue. She started finding her self-love, and then it was to the point where when he started to see that she started to get that back, now he see like, oh, I really messed up, but I really love you, and I want to work it out. But sometimes it's too late.
But he still tried to use his authority, and still tried, even at the end of the movie when she was getting ready to go out to sing What's Love Got to Do With It, he still tried to use that abusive authority to try to scare her. Those scare tactics are what get to us, because I'm a domestic violence survivor anyway. But those scare tactics is what they try to get to us. But once you realize, she looked in that mirror and she was like, what you gonna do, shoot me? Beat me up? Slap me? I don't think so. And at the end of the day, she had gotten that courage and got up and walked away and went and did what the love got to do with it. Sure.
Hey, did Ike love Tina?
Ike loved the hell out of Tina. Ike beat the crap out of Tina.
Like I think showed his love in a different way.
Yeah, he did. He loved her
in a possessive way, in a over
unhealthy way,
because of the drugs.
It was overprotective. It was just.
But was it love or was it manipulation?
It was manipulation and love too. I think it was manipulation and love.
What was the love part at?
The love
when
part,
they first got together.
Yeah.
You think that was love?
That's how they fell in love with each other, because of the fact that that's when they were getting to know each other. He fell in love with her voice. He fell in love with how she moved, how she walked, how she talked.
I think it was a bit of it, but then it was a bit of he seen how timid she was.
Yeah.
He could take
that.
No, I don't think Ike loved Tina at all. Am I only watching the same movie?
But wait,
he used her to get the singing part.
But see, what you got to do, you got to look at the fact that Ike had a problem, and if Ike didn't have that problem, okay, Tina still loved him. Now we're gonna talk about how
I
Tina.
Ain't said Tina. I said that Ike loved Tina. That's my question.
I believe that he did, because he took her in. He let her know that he loved her. I mean, beating a person, no, that don't show how you love somebody. But let me tell you from experience, those are the moments that you have when they haven't been drinking, when they haven't been doing drugs or whatever. Those moments that you get when they walk in the house and say, "What's up, babe? How you doing?" That's got to be some form of love from the abuse.
But we're talking about for Ike and Tina. Ike really just wanted Tina for financial gains. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't because she was just a beautiful person on the street corner. He wanted her to sing for his band.
But he still loved her though, Keisha, because he loved the thought of being with her. He
didn't love himself.
He didn't love Tina neither.
But see the thing, he did. I know he did.
Why you think he loved her?
It might not have been for the whole movie, but in that movie, you seen him love her.
How?
You did.
Tell us how. He said,
go back and watch it. I don't
beat the cake anime.
Huh?
Beat the cake anime.
No. The way Ike looked at her, the way. I'm done. Show's over.
When he pulled out the hospital when she just had a baby.
I'm done.
To get on the stage and sing.
Right.
Sing the song like a thing. Sing the song.
When he paid her mama so that she can get in the band. Y'all tripping.
But those moments how he looked at her and like when she was singing, it was like if you pay attention to the movie,
it didn't have
you
to
looking
always
at
be
Ike
him
from the
saying
back
something.
watching her sing, and he's like,
now sometimes it might have been like if you don't sing this song,
I'm a beat her, and he did.
But if it was times in the movie when he looked at her like, I love you.
How
and I know that I'm doing wrong.
But I love you.
How did he look at her?
Like, yeah, all right.
did he use then?
Y'all still
Control.
But it was probably times that he did love her. It ain't always have to be something him saying or anything like that. But I think throughout that movie, it was a point of time that he did love her. And I don't care what nobody say. Like, you can't tell me. Because sometimes when his back was to the audience and him playing, we don't know. But I felt like that he did. And we could all sit up here till we argue.
How you know what I think though?
Well, I'ma say this.
I think it's a good point though, Shakira, what you just said. I think that because of our own personal experiences, we look at love differently from other people. I don't look at what Ike did with Tina. No way, shape, or form was kind of love.
Okay, well, can you tell
that's
me
just
at
me.
the end of the movie
Uh-huh.
that was not love when he didn't shoot her and beat her tail in that room? He knew right then and there. So that was love.
No, that wasn't love. I'm telling you why it wasn't
That
love.
man could have did anything he wanted to do
Let
to
me
her.
just tell you why it wasn't love. He and Tina knew this too. He wasn't gonna shoot her anyway.
Why?
Well, why would he shoot her in a damn nightclub when he can get?
It didn't matter.
He's not gonna do it, and that's why she had no fear. She wouldn't worry about what he was gonna do.
Right.
At that point, she had no fear of him at all because guess what? She had already won.
Have you ever thought that?
That
maybe-
definitely ain't love.
Have you ever thought
If
that?
it was love, why he come to the club with a gun to even threaten her anyway?
But then it was love to walk away.
Or have you ever thought
I love bringing controversy to the show.
Or
Hey, that's love.
have you ever thought that the reason why he didn't shoot her because he did love her?
Yeah.
No.
Or have you ever thought that maybe he, at the end of the movie, that's when he started to love her?
Thank you.
That took me a second. I missed it for a second.
Like, he
So
might have brought
gonna
the
shoot her
gun,
because
but
he
then
loved
when she
her?
got to talking, like, all right, I love you too much. I ain't gonna kill you.
But why
Now, I
would you
didn't
even bring the gun in the
We
first
don't
place?
know.
If
But
you
what I'm
bring a
saying is,
gun
you
To
don't
scare
know.
her, those scare tactics.
You're not
That was a
scared.
scare
And
tactic.
what is that?
I
Well,
love
somebody
you.
uses
But
scare
I-
tactics.
But how you
Yeah.
love and how somebody
That's
else
manipulation, though. That's
right,
a fact.
But how you love and how somebody
Else love is two different
different
things.
But-
There ain't
But you
no
might-
way that
That's-
you
but that's
rap
manipulation.
abuse that says I love you.
Some women think that it is. Some until they
I
get to that
thought- I
because
thought it
they
was.
have been
right, you hear?
I thought it was.
A lot of people don't think see love how I might see it or how you might see it or how you might see it. Everybody has their own vision of what they think love is. That's just like somebody can see you out with you and your lady and be like, oh, all right, you in your head, you like, I love this chick, but somebody else like, nah, that ain't love. That's just what's the word?
If I'm beating your ass, then you best believe it's not love. You feel me? Or if you with my behind, that's not love because love shouldn't mean you put your hands on somebody.
It
Love,
don't.
and somebody
Manipulated
said in the
that
group
person.
earlier, love is not manipulation. I shouldn't feel like I'm
it's not.
manipulated to love you.
Yeah, and that's how they. So I used to be an instructor for Batterers Intervention Program, and I would do assessments and things on individuals who had been convicted of domestic violence. And hearing folks come in and tell the reasons why they battered their significant others. Sometimes I had women,
Oh, so
who
you
were
had
the
them.
offenders of domestic violence, but mostly it was men. The dumbest shit you have ever heard. It was like, oh, she burned my dinner one night and that was just too much for me. Or, because my stepmom
It was a trigger.
mistreated me and I'm, or this is what my dad did to my mom, so this is how I learned to love. This is how I learned that I was to express love, or I was abused as a child by my parents, so this is how
That's what I thought
I'm
love
supposed
was.
to show
Right.
love. So it's a learned behavior from somewhere, somehow, but abusers are very charming. They are absolutely very charming. They will sweep you off your feet in a heartbeat and just woo you and wow you and bring you all the gifts that you could ever imagine, whether they're, physical gifts or their time and attention. And once they reel you in, that's when they've got you.
But I
You
met-
think it's love, but then that's when the behavior changes.
I met someone though that was maybe like in her early 20s, and she shared with not just me but like people. She said that for her, she felt like after watching her mom get beat by her dad, she felt like if a man didn't put her hands on her, then he didn't love her.
Right.
And that was the way. And that was the way that she. That's the way that she viewed it. You feel what I'm saying? And it took her a while, she said, for her to realize that it wasn't love. But for so long, she allowed people to put their hands on her because she felt like that was their way of showing, I love you.
Right. So you can't knock somebody for thinking that that's love when
Because I did.
They've never been loved properly.
right.
So
But I was loved properly. I was raised in a loving home. I was raised with my mom and my dad. I was raised with
But
my
that
uncles,
don't make that
my aunts and
that
stuff.
don't make that it's a happy home because you was raised with your mom
But
and your
because
dad.
of the love that was shown in my home, that's what I felt like I was getting from my child's father. And to be the person on the other end of that saying, this man loves me. I can tell y'all can think it's Lifetime movie if you want to. I can change this man because I'm stronger than that. I'm thinking I got that much strength in me to say, I'm going to change him. My actions should change the way that he acts, but you can't control anybody else. And to feel that love that way because they buying you stuff. It's not like brainwashing. It's like that's what I expect, because when he comes home, the house is going to be clean. Nothing is going to be out of order. It's got to be intact, because if it's not, that's one less thing. If I clean up and I do all these things, that's one less thing that I'll get my tail beat over. That's one less thing that I have to argue about. That's one less thing. But it's all in your mind. That is not love.
But did you
It
set the
is.
standard like that?
I took it for 9 years, and the last time that I got my tail beat, I guess it took that last punch when my eye was swole shut, can't see nothing. I guess it took that last punch to say, that's it. And I went through it for 9 years.
But let me ask you this: because sometimes when you do things over and over, like if he always knew that you're gonna come home, that he's gonna come home and the house clean, what was the first time that the situation happened?
Because of something that I had on.
And like you said, sometimes it's a trigger thing with people. Not saying that it was right, but at that point, that's when you go to, well, he hit me the first time. Maybe it was an accident. Women make excuses when,
And I did.
if you don't know what love is, you think that's love. And people always say love is an up and down relationships. You get cheated on, you don't get cheated on. But if you stick through it, then it's love, and that means it's
But I should have known.
I have heard that before too.
But
Sure.
it shouldn't be like that. You
But-
shouldn't allow somebody to hit you. You shouldn't allow somebody to cheat on you, and then you take them back, because you take them back, that means you accept it.
I did.
I understand that you sorry, and I accept your apology or anything like that. But at this point, you knew from the jump I didn't want to be cheated on. That was my deal breaker. So if I take you back, I'll be making a fool of myself, because now I'll open that door for you to think that you can love me but also sleep with somebody else. No. You have to put a stop to it when it first happened, because if you don't, you will allow it to continue to go
But
on.
everybody don't think like that, because everybody's not strong like that in the beginning. I wasn't always like this. People look at me and say, oh, Lisa, you ain't never let nobody. Oh, yes, I did. I had to grow to where I am right now, the confident, secure woman that I am today. It took all those beatings. It took all that wrong love, those wrong turns. It took all that thinking that this nigga loved me when I knew that he didn't, and I still stayed there. That was my stupidity, because I stayed there, because I thought he loved me.
So it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. When you're in that toxic relationship, you can't see it.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes people can't see it.
Sometimes,
Right.
excuse me, narrator. Sometimes people can't see it. But when you're in that situation, and if you've never been in that situation, you can't speak. I mean, you can't really speak on experience, because if you've never been there, it's so hard to see it from the outside. You're in it, you're living it. This is your everyday life, and you're living on eggshells. You never know what is going to be that fine little trigger that makes him or her come through the door, blow up, tear the house down, beat you up, beat the kids. Like, you just have no idea what it's going to be.
And then after they beat you, say, I'm sorry, and I
And
love you.
then that's the pattern. You know, the blow up. You may leave for 2 or 3 days. You may find assistance from a shelter or what have you, but then they find you and they manipulate you right back in, because you haven't been able to fully see it from the outside yet. So you fall back in for the flowers and the I'm going to do better, baby, I love you.
Which is
I'm sorry.
manipulation.
It is. But that's how it all starts from the beginning. They charm you with the manipulation.
But they have issues
And
too.
it's like somebody said, sometimes they choose not to see it.
Yeah.
Denial. They like
Because,
kind of
yeah.
in denial, but they also kind of like they see it, but they don't want to admit it.
Yeah, because there's something inside of you. That's the insecurity inside of you that allows a person to take who you are. And that's why I'm so confident in who I am today. And that's why people say, Lisa, we love your spirit, all that kind of stuff, because it was beat down to be built up. So when somebody beats you down like that, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, there is a place where you stop.
But sometimes you got to know the difference.
And it is. And that's what I know now. I know the difference now.
No, I'm saying sometimes women that say they've been beat on or they've been abused physically, mentally, and they just want attention.
So narcissistic behavior, that's what they're good at. They're good at
Yep.
coming for individuals who have a weakness or an insecurity.
Or low self-esteem.
Right.
And they find it, and that's what they prey on. And then they make you feel like you're unlovable by anybody
You
else.
too fat. Ain't nobody else
because
gonna
of
want you, girl.
this characteristic. So, and they make you feel, for real. They make you feel like nobody else is going to love you, so I can do and I can control and I can be the powerful one over you no matter what, because nobody else out here is going to love you and there's nowhere else for you to go.
But that's why I had to find self-love. That's why I had to love me, learn how to love me, and learn how to let all that hurt go so I can begin to grow and learn how to love the way that I'm supposed to love. So now I know how to love the way that I'm supposed to love, because I was shown that, that it is a way that people show you that that's not love. So now I know what it is, so I'm building on that, I'm just building on my hurt.
Anita, what's not love?
Well, it's not love. Baby, don't hurt me. When you I ain't gonna say that. What's not love is when you married, right? You know what I'm saying? You got a husband, and then you claim you love, somebody else. And you pull them along, and that person, they thinking, oh, okay, they are married, but sooner or later they gonna leave him.
Someone said not die for them like Jesus.
That's right.
It's a thing that people can't be in love with two people. And I feel like, not saying you, but whoever the situation is for, you knew what the situation was when you got involved.
Yeah, I know.
I hate when people think that because somebody is married or in a relationship, they will not. I don't care what they tell you. If they already married and they sleeping with you, and you done already gave them the goodies, at this point they have the best of both worlds. They will tell you whatever you want to hear just to keep you around
that's
to
what
get them
they did.
cookies one more time.
Yep.
So don't fall for it, man.
Someone said, do you feel as if your parents paved the way for us knowing what is or what isn't love? I definitely agree.
I definitely agree with that.
Because I watched my own mother get done. I watched my own mother get abused. I did. So I thought it was like, okay. But as I grew up and I got into it, and when you get into it and it's like, how did I get myself in this situation? When I saw it growing up, why would I put myself in this freaking situation? But people think different. People do different. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I thank God that I'm out of it.
Someone said Anita be acting like somebody put hands on her.
Right.
Are you going through abuse situation right now? Let us know, because you tripping.
Ooh, I gotta go. Yeah.
You got resources.
Somebody put their hands on you.
Someone say,
I don't know, but baby, we can find out. What you pointing at me for? I'm not aggressive.
Can I get?
I'm not aggressive like that, word.
Alright.
Why did you jump to defense? Why did
Because
you think
you talking
that? But why did you think that was saying defense?
Because you did
Alright.
like that to me.
can what is not love? Can it be like someone
She hit me, bro.
cheating? We said somebody cheating, right? So if somebody cheats on you, does that mean they automatically don't love that person?
No, that ain't true. Now that ain't
Means
true.
that they just got.
What does that mean then?
Mistake.
They just
So cheating is a mistake.
They made a mistake.
It's a choice.
There you go.
Yeah,
Deanna.
it's a
Thank
choice.
you.
Solid
Ain't no,
choice.
It was a
ain't no
choice.
mistake. Now
It
you
was a
tripping.
mistake.
You so
Why
good.
is
Ain't
it a
no-
mistake when you already know you with somebody? Why?
How's that a mistake?
How's that a mistake?
Because when the person cheat,
It's
right?
not an accident.
Hold on, don't you? Go ahead, let her answer the question. Go ahead. What is it?
When the person cheat, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
You know, it's a choice. You know, it's a choice they make. But then, you know, when they think back about it, they realize that it was a mistake.
It's a mistake because what they didn't get what they want out of it, but it wasn't.
That's only a mistake because they got caught.
Right, because if they don't
What
get
if they
caught,
didn't get
Say it one more time.
It's a mistake because you got caught.
What
If
if
you
they
wouldn't have
didn't
been
get
caught,
caught?
you still do it.
When they didn't get caught.
What if they didn't
gonna
get
come to
caught?
light.
But maybe that person didn't like it
Sometimes
as much as they thought they did.
always comes.
Sometimes it's
to-
a disease for people. It's a sickness for some people.
Well, then you don't need to be in a committed relationship.
no, you don't need to be
You
having a
need to
relationship
just
if it's like
be
that.
upfront about your.
But then it goes back to some women are allowing that
Amen.
person to do that.
Well, it ain't me.
I know that's right.
If you
Never
allow the
did.
person to
Somebody
do
said
it
cheating is
for
a
a
need of
year,
greed.
for a year in, and then now all of a sudden,
Agreed.
6 months or a year, now you want to start controlling the situation. No, it's too far in. Now you got two things to do: either you deal with it or you get out of it because it ain't love.
I'm gonna tell you what I personally think.
You gonna tell us anyway?
Right.
When someone cheats on you, that ain't love. I feel like when I really love somebody, I can't even imagine sleeping with somebody else.
Nobody else.
No.
It's like tunnel
It ain't
vision when you in
happening.
love with somebody.
Yep.
Everybody else.
It
is
don't
not
matter.
existing.
Don't matter. It's like there's no way
How
possible.
fine you
Nothing
are.
really
No.
I'm in love with my significant other. I don't give a shit what you have to offer.
No.
Like, I'm not looking for it.
This how you get Keisha to cheat if Beyonce walked
Nothing
in.
even matters.
If Beyonce
Even
walked in,
Beyonce
she
got
cheated.
cheated on,
Nothing
so she
even
ain't all that
matters.
either,
You
okay?
feel me?
Beyonce
Right.
got cheated on.
So
And that's how I feel like if I'm
Yeah.
in a relationship with
I think
somebody,
everybody has
I
got
don't
cheated on,
care
though.
if I don't care
care who it is.
if Megan Thee Stallion walked in. I'm not cheating on the
Mm-mm,
one
I'm
with
sorry.
because I just, to me, you don't look better than my lady. Megan don't look
Man.
better than my lady, and that's how I see
You don't
things
make
when
me
I'm in a
feel like my
relationship.
baby. I'm sorry.
It's the feeling behind
you
it.
can't make me feel like that. I'm sorry. If I can't look at you and feel like I feel when I look at, ooh, honey, I'm sorry. It ain't
When you
gonna
look
work.
at who?
None of your business. I done said it one time. I don't keep saying it again.
I mean, at this point, you done already said it, so don't be shy.
But
to
like
say
I
anything now.
said, whatever.
Be
Just
a
know
woman about
what
yourself.
I am.
Because obviously you're not. Because when I look at, if you felt
Maybe-
some type of way and you was woman about it, say the damn name.
I did say it. They know what I'm talking about. They know exactly what I'm talking
when
about.
I look at, I don't want to say it.
Oh my God.
Have
I
you?
said sorry, I cheat with Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, boy.
Have you ever?
Standards is low, baby.
Hey, have y'all ever loved somebody like really loved them, but they really didn't love you?
Yeah, that's the
well,
worst
clearly
feeling
that's
ever.
why you move on from relationships. Like,
But it's hard too, though.
Yeah.
It's very
But
hard
after
because you put your all and you just hoping that one day that person would just get the message, get the memo, like I'm here for you.
Yes.
But instead of you looking at me, you looking everywhere else but seeing what's right here in front of you.
And that
But
shit
then the
hurts.
fucked up thing, excuse my language. Then the messed up thing is when you finally move on, that's when they want you again.
then
When they want you
And
back.
it's just like at this point, I
I'm
love you
done.
enough to I'm not gonna deal with it because this could be a fluke again to where you say you want me, but then
I
when
get
you
hurt
get me,
again.
you don't want me.
Yeah.
But that's always the rule.
But then you got some
And I agree
that'll
with that,
take them.
Shakira.
But then you got some that'll take them back and say, "I want this nigga to feel how I feel." So I'm gonna take you, and that's not love. Taking them back, when you take a person back, you forgive them and you don't revisit that. You try everything you can to stay away from that issue because if you take me back, that means you forgive me and we're gonna move forward, right? That means don't throw that up in my face every time we get into an argument. Don't say this or that because you mad. Think about what you're doing because you know who you with. You got to think before you speak, think before you move, think before you act, do anything. That's why I say cheating is not a mistake. Because if you know you with somebody and you go out here and you do it anyway, you just greedy. That's it. Take the camera off me. I'm done. Drop the mic. That ain't love.
You gotta say period.
Period, poo. Period, poo.
That's the worst feeling.
I think it's worse
Have
feeling
you,
too.
Anita?
You ever love somebody who didn't love you?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Did you stick it through like Shakira said?
No, I
kinda?
left. I left.
After how long?
I left.
Good question,
After
Lisa.
how long?
How long did you leave? She just
How
left.
long?
She didn't just leave. You stayed for a little bit.
No, I left. That nigga was at the restaurant with another woman, so I left.
Oh,
That
wow.
night, it was over.
I got
Period.
you.
Point
Alright,
blank,
but
period.
that night you left.
Yeah.
Did you see him after that night?
No.
So did you know what he was doing up until that night?
No, I didn't know.
Okay.
You knew.
That's probably
You
why I
just-
left, because I didn't know. But when I found out,
You was out.
I was out. That was it.
Okay.
Done.
Did
That's
you
it.
look back and think that you might have knew, but never really paid it any attention?
Yeah, because it's like my first boyfriend, so
Yeah.
you always think that's the one.
So
He was the first. He was the first one to hit it.
No, he hit it.
So if you've been with
And that's
somebody,
why I always figured he was cheating, because he didn't hit it. He wasn't getting it from me,
so where was he getting it from? Right.
That is funny.
So if someone cheats on you after you've been with them for a while, if they cheat on you, are you willing? Are you willing to say, I forgive you and try to work through it and move on and be able to take those steps that you have to take to make that relationship work?
Honestly, I have to be honest with you. I'm not mature enough to do that.
I'm not.
I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm gonna always bring it up because I'm gonna always be thinking about it.
Right.
And when I'm not around you, I'm gonna feel like you probably cheating again. So I know for me, when somebody cheats on me, in the past I have been cheated on, and I had to let the whole
So
relationship
you'll
go.
leave them after that first time they cheat, you'll just go.
Yeah, because I have actually like tried. Like one time I did try to make it work and build on it or whatever you want to do, but I couldn't get it out of my mind that this person cheated on me.
Right. Because you really cared
So
about it.
I eventually had to say, you know what? Because it was the trust was gone. There you
Right.
go. I ain't had
Right.
I couldn't trust him no
Right.
more.
I did the same thing, and this person didn't even necessarily cheat on me. They were just entertaining somebody else, and my mind just kept going back to it. I couldn't move past it, and you just destroy yourself in the process. It's not worth it.
I'm out the door. You got me all the way back. Cause if you, I forgive you, I accept your apology, but we cannot move forward.
Hell.
Because at this point, like, you didn't love me enough to close your legs. You didn't love me enough to not
To think
get
about
in-
me.
You did
thinking
You
about
did not love me enough to not get in the car and go over there. You did
Right.
not love me enough to not sit on that couch and have these conversations to feed into
Even
the
before that, you
situation.
gave that motherfucker your phone number. Like, that
Period.
was the first mistake.
And then you want me to forgive you right then and there like that. You won't
Like
let
it
me
never
allow me
happened.
to deal with my feelings.
And then
You want me to forgive you.
And then
And how's that possible?
It's not.
And then I hate how when they say, "Well, do you forgive me?" and you like, "Well, I need time." Now they done quarter attitude. But bye, nigga.
Yeah, right. Turn it on
At this
you.
point, because now you gonna try to flip it on me like it's my fault. Give me time like you gave her time.
Right. Hello. Hello.
The
That's
same
what I'm
amount of
talking
time
about.
you gave her, give me.
Right.
And then you never know for sure how many times they cheated. You never know if that's the only person
that's
they cheated with.
what right
You don't
there.
know.
That's when everything starts to get to clicking like so.
Yeah.
Why
Back
did you
to
say that you was
yeah.
not with
You
old
wasn't.
You was with this little hoe.
You feel me? And them get mad all over again.
Every single time you think about it, you get pissed off.
That's why I don't
And
do
then
it.
everything now is then the trust is gone. So then it's like when they on the phone.
Who you
Who's
talking
that?
to?
That little bitch that you
Oh,
just
okay.
laid out there.
You know your text messages.
What you doing?
And then they have the nerve to ask you, oh, you don't trust me? No!
I do not. And you know I don't.
And then if y'all don't live together, so it's like now you're gonna be pressing the person to spend a night with you every night. So
Right,
you try to
because you
keep
don't
some
stay
type-
with them.
So you can try to keep some
So
type
you're not
of
at her
track.
house. You're gonna be at my house. Damn it.
That's why I said if that person would have told you, then
It
what?
would.
Then they stupid. Because I'm definitely still going to leave.
You're gonna find out eventually. You can't keep it up forever. It's too hard. It is
But
so
I will
hard
say-
to lie and cover it up.
It's
I
so
will
You're
hard.
gonna trip up.
I will respect you because you told me.
Right.
We could be
I'm
friends.
I still fucking hate you.
Yeah, I can hate you, but I can still respect you in the same sentence because
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I respect you for telling me.
Right.
But that does not change how you made me feel.
Yeah. And
They
the
go and
actions.
explain
And we,
it.
could,
Yeah.
and we could be friends, but no
Right.
more than
No,
one
we can't be
friends.
friends right now.
No.
We're not right
It's gonna
now.
take me a minute because every time I see you,
About
I'm gonna
2
have a
years.
hate for you.
Yeah, hate
Like you need to give me my space and my time to
disgust
move
me.
forward.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna discuss me.
Someone said cheating starts with conversation. That's true, not
Yeah,
just
it
physical.
does.
The
It
lady-
does.
Cheating starts with when you like somebody's picture on Instagram or Facebook.
Nah,
Cheating-
that's you tripping on that one. I like a lot of people on Instagram.
Okay, but cheating, a lot of people ain't cheating. It was cheating when you gave the number. It was cheating when you inboxed her and said, "Hey,
No,
how's it
you were
going?"
attracted.
When you entertain somebody other than your significant other, you are already crossing the boundaries. People feel like. That's why people try to manipulate the situation and use certain words. Oh, well, I was talking about this and I was talking about that. No. At the end of the day, if you love me like you say you love me, you wouldn't even see that person in any type of way. And if you really thought that person was hitting you up about business, they need to hit you between business hours.
Come on, Shakira.
What's the business hours?
What's business
9
hours?
9 to 5.
Period. Anything if somebody texting you, now I understand because I am a barber.
That's right.
So I am a barber, so I understand that people do text up crazy. But people have to respect the hours. If somebody hitting you at 11, 12 o'clock about a haircut, now we got a problem.
I'm gonna cut you out.
What if they work second shift?
Oh, man, that's an
11
exception,
and
girl.
12, she just making excuses now because at the end of the day, you shouldn't even be answering. I went now when you respond back, now you entertain it.
Right.
You can't help how other people act.
Right.
And that's what I can't say. I can't help how
yourself.
you can control yourself. Now,
Yep.
if you respond back, you opening that door.
Right.
Now, you can't help it if somebody hits you in your inbox and say, "Hey, cutie," or give you the little eye, the little face with the
You
little
be like, I
winky
got
eye.
an old woman right here.
Yeah, you can either say that or you don't have to respond.
But when you start
open it-
responding back with heart, and kiss, that's not, that's
Oh,
not
that's
cool.
definitely crossing the line.
Yeah,
That's
that's crossing the line.
That's cheating
now,
already.
Now it's bound for me to kick your tail.
Somebody say my business hours are different. I work overnight.
And that's cool, baby.
Okay, Nova.
But I'm gonna tell you like this:
Then I
if you
be
was
texting
my lady,
girlfriend in the middle of the night.
if you was my lady and you worked overnight, that's cool. You could work overnight, and you get your business hours could be different. But if somebody in your inbox talking about "what up, boo and baby" the first time you respond, now we got a problem because you entertaining it. I can't control what the next person can do, and I really can't control what you do because you can do what you want to do regardless. But if you care for me and respect me enough, you would not respond. Don't say, "Well, oh, I texted him and told him I had a girlfriend." Don't say anything.
I'll be like, "Babe, I ain't say nothing."
You
This
know
what
how
they
to not
said.
say nothing to me when you're mad.
Right.
You know how to
Don't say nothing to
Period.
that. Yay.
You know how to not answer my phone.
Come on,
When you
Kira.
call, don't answer.
Come on.
Period, bro.
Doggone
People kill
you,
with
text
that.
me back like that.
Right.
So what you text her back like that for?
I'm a little bit different. I want you to tell somebody like, I got a whole girlfriend.
But they
Like,
already see it on
No.
your page if we already
Not on
post
yours.
pictures.
if you business only
They don't want to do
shit.
that
But if
because I
you
was
add me
smash,
in
snap, or
pictures,
whatever.
and my status says in a relationship, why do I gotta keep telling everybody
Somebody
when
say
it's
preach.
self-explanatory?
I'm like Deanna. I want them to say it. I don't care. You can say your
better say it.
relationship,
My
but you
girlfriend's
gotta
name
say
is
anything else
Deanna,
behind
she's
it.
right here. She'll fuck you up.
Right.
Don't
Okay,
worry.
how
I'm
about you
involved,
respond? How about
holla
you
at you.
address it?
How about you respond with a picture? A picture of your girlfriend. Make it look like you texting back, and you get a message. It's a picture. It's your
Like, it's
girlfriend
not
like
like right
this.
here.
What's up? What's good?
Yeah, she about to find you.
Yeah, I'm on your ass. Period, boo.
And that's real.
What she said, everyone who inboxes me doesn't get my energy. And that's good.
right.
Everybody that should, but some people give everybody that hits their inbox the
Time.
energy.
Yep, they give them the energy.
When somebody gives everybody the energy, that's a red flag off the gizzy to the tizzy.
Right.
They need attention.
And that's not
hits,
good.
Somebody that hits everybody up in their inbox, responds to every messages. That means they seeking for attention. They're an attention seeker.
What? Say it one time.
If all of us are hitting you up in your inbox,
Yeah.
telling you cute, and you
And you
respond
hitting
to
back,
all
you
of our
greedy.
stuff, you an attention seeker. You only posted what you posted because you wanted some attention.
Oh, okay. So that's what you saying. I'm just my life. I'm just minding my own damn business, and y'all want to inbox me, and I respond back. I'm getting no. Y'all try to get me my attention. I'm not doing nothing.
You can look at it like that too, Keisha.
Y'all hit me up. I didn't hit you up.
Right. What you want?
You give me
So
attention.
everybody that hits you in your inbox, do you respond back
Nope.
to them?
Look, I got people who send me like the little forward stuff, so I don't. I block them.
Yeah. Block 'em.
I will do that.
And like you said, Shakira, some people I don't respond back to. You know, some people who like a dude, like.
And then what do you want?
man.
You see all my pride colors. What do you want?
They know good well. You feel me? I don't entertain. I don't
entertain
entertain that at all.
No, because you can't even say, do you see the prior colors? Can you get that napkin? Because there is some gay women out here that will post gay colors,
Well, I'm
post
sorry,
pride,
I'm not one of them.
walk, and still be all in a man's inbox
Not
talking
me.
about, hey, boo, I'm
That's
trying
a-
to see
well,
what
I'm
you
not the
doing
one.
and
I'm not the one for
And
it.
I don't
They trying
entertain
to find
that.
out if you the one.
Well, not.
If you the one.
My dick bigger than yours. Oh my God. Ain't no penis between us. Boo.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
But it's just real. Nah, I can't do it, people.
They feel like they can
feel like
change
they
us.
change us,
That's the
right.
truth.
Yeah, they do.
They right.
I ignore them all the day.
Right.
I block them actually. But
All you need is somebody to stir it up. No, I don't. I get stirred right nicely. I don't know what you talking about. I don't need you to stir up nothing. You ain't got to.
I play along with it, especially when they, now not when they in my inbox. When they in my inbox, I don't ask it. But when they come up in the barbershop and stuff, and they be like, so you ain't never been with a man? I'm
Right.
like, you ain't never been with a man?
Good one, Shakira.
Or they be like,
Good one.
they be like, what else they say?
Right.
They be like, so when you gonna let me hit? I'm like, so when you gonna let me hit?
Right.
Because if we doing this, I'm going first.
Right.
I'm gonna knock you down.
Down.
You better get out my face.
You better know it,
Oh,
baby.
I ain't with that gay stuff. I said, I ain't with the gay stuff either, brother. So keep it moving.
Right.
And then I be like, bro, why you hollering at? So you holler at dudes?
They're intimidated by y'all stuff. They intimidated by y'all. They are really are intimidated
Don't
by
be
these
intimidated
studs.
by me. Just level up, baby.
Right. Pick your weight up.
You know what I'm
Pick
saying?
your weight up. If y'all don't want no female doing it, pick your weight up.
Or choose women who like men.
Right. That part.
Nah, because I don't choose women that like women.
Cause then they want a threesome.
You heard
You
Shakira-
know
you heard
what?
Because I'm surely crossing their lines trying to steal all they women.
Because if you coming for me like that, if you whatever, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna even talk about that
I'm not
tonight.
gonna do
That's
that.
another
I'm trying to
subject.
take a straight one.
That's another subject.
I'm just being real because
It's
Yourself
after
have to be
8.
cheated on. You do.
Not
Okay,
necessarily.
not
All
to see,
women
I
won't
ain't
cheat
trying
on
to be
you.
in a relationship with you. I'm just trying to
some
show your
women-
man. I'm trying to make your man want you more, baby.
I cannot. I'm done. It's over. Show is over. That's love. Now that's love.
Go.
I'm helping you win,
That's
baby.
right, boo.
I'm helping your man like, okay,
That's
so you
love,
talking to me,
Shakira.
girl. Let me go ahead and take you out. You feel?
That's
So
love.
now I got your man acting different.
Now
Now
go
your
home
man
and throw it.
is not a boy anymore. He is not a he.
Nova
he's
said
becoming
men
a
do the
man.
most. And they do, baby. They do the most. They do.
And we can't help the straight people like us too, though.
Hey,
Come on, let me be honest with you.
they love
They
us,
ain't that damn straight.
They sure ain't.
Be on it, baby.
Flirting with you.
Be on it. Be on it.
They know what they doing.
Talk about, ooh, you looking cute today.
Right.
I know, boo.
You
Thank
better
you.
not say another compliment.
Right.
I see those polos bosses.
Tonight.
I see those polo bosses.
Why you on my side? Right.
Boy, they see
Love it.
Like, oh, you see this
They
polo
love that
on? You
polo.
want to see the polo
I
stick?
wear my own.
You heard what I said? You heard what I said? I'm like, you see this polo, huh? You want to see this polo stick? You want to see what this stick looking like? I'm like, I'm going to show you what my stick looking like.
That's love.
I'm going to show you what the whoop looking like.
Wow.
We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. I hope y'all had fun. And I hope y'all heard us over Keisha tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't, y'all need to hit her up and tell her about herself. You feel what I'm saying? But we had fun.
I'm the narrator.
Mariah said we got bigger balls than them. You better know it. Mariah, you better know it, baby.
Tell a friend, share. Hey, we love y'all.
Bye, y'all. Everybody say bye.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.